Hi everyone in English 2323, it's Dr. E and I'm here with your weekly instructional video for week 4. It's been kind of crazy. So first and foremost, I want to extend to you all my hopes and my wishes that you are doing as well as possible, that your family is doing as well as possible. Thankfully, last week we kind of prepared for things to get a little crazy, so we limited those things that were due in this course. I don't think any of us could have predicted just how bad it could have gotten. So again, hope that you're all doing well, and I want us to move forward in this class at a pace that is approachable, because I know some of you still may be dealing with issues, whether that's intermittent power, water issues, if you're under boil water notices, which thankfully were lifted for Houston, so that's something, but that's not all of us, as well as the fallout in terms of broken or busted pipes, or whatever the issues are. It is my hope that a lot of your professors are extending this, kind of offer for classes to just kind of move at a pace that is approachable. But in reality, I know that some professors are just going to power forward. So I kind of want this to be the class that gives you a little space, gives you a little time. Know that we can regroup, right? So we'll take it slow this week, very slow, and then we'll work to kind of get back on track next week. So what I'll do, just to start us off, is to pull up the schedule as it's been adjusted and updated. It is posted on D2L, but you'll notice, much like last week, a lot of stuff is crossed through just because, again, some of you are still dealing with some pretty serious issues. And even if you're not, if you've been lucky and that's wonderful and you haven't had to deal with some of these major issues, there still may be things that are affecting you. So just keep that in mind, and take it kind of slow and easy with this course. What I want you to do is to note that I've moved the readings from last week down here. So if you weren't able to complete those, you have some time. And what I've really noted here is to keep up with your reading journal, because that is going to be due next week. So your main goal for this week is to, get everything done in your other classes if your professors are powering forward, take care of things at home or at work, and then taking some time, the time that you might put into, our typical discussion posts or our other assignments, and just focus on the reading. Take it easy, take it in chunks, don't just sit and read it all at once, and work on your reading journals, because those will be due. And remember, you need separate entries for everything. So I'm going to pull this up. Just to kind of give you an example, you'll need one entry in your reading journal for the Victorian age, right? And that's written by Greenblatt, our editor. And you'll need a separate entry for the biography of Lord Tennyson. And so one kind of thing about our course is to differentiate between the primary and the secondary sources, right? We've talked a little bit about this before. So anything that's written by our editors, by Greenblatt and all the other people involved in the project, those are secondary sources. We use them to kind of understand what's going on in the texts that we read that were written in this time period, right? And those are the primary sources. But we need separate reading entries for all of those in our reading journal. So again, you have one for the Victorian age, one for the biography of Lord Tennyson, and then one for the Lady of Shalott, which is a poem. So 3 entries just for this week, and that's in addition to those readings that we have completed previously, right? Kind of the intro to the Romantic period and all of that good stuff. What I'm going to do now is pull up D2L and the module for week number 4, just so that you can see, the different documents and things that are loaded there and not be overwhelmed by what you see there. So if I go to our area, I do want to note that there is this announcement that some of you may have seen. Please make sure you're checking your student email, because there will be some updates and information about resources through our campus or through our system or just in the general Houston area. Please take advantage of all of those that you can, especially moving into this week and thinking about what you need to be successful, not only as a student, but outside of school as well, okay? So if you go to the content area and scroll down to week 4, you'll see that I have the kind of updated schedule posted here. And then here is an actual version, the Word document, and it is it's a limited schedule, so I believe I only have it planned up until spring break, right? But I added a couple weeks from when we, first looked at the document at the beginning of the semester. Please take some time to look over it and see if there's anything confusing or things that I missed or that don't make any sense, because I feel like I've been looking at these syllabi for all the classes I teach a lot, and things may be getting jumbled, so help me out. I would appreciate that. Okay. There's also this document that's resources at North Harris. And so on the front page are just things that are available kind of through North Harris and the system generally, and it has all the links here. But on the second page, it's the area resources. And I updated this when we kind of got into the pandemic and dealing with some of the issues there. But some of these are still going to be relevant, right? So Aldine, if you're thinking about, food access, if you're, that's where the Houston Food Bank comes in. But we also have Northwest Assistance Ministries, Humble Area Assistance Ministries, depending on where you are and what zip code you live in. So those are resources available to you. So definitely take advantage of them if you need those. So also, I've posted the link on how to apply for the federal disaster assistance. So if that's something that you or your family need to think about, then you have everything kind of in one place. I've also just posted the reading journal assignment sheet as well as the template, so that if you kind of need a refresher, because the last week and now this week may be kind of muddling your brain if you're like me, so a refresher is not a bad thing. I do want you to know that as I receive information about different resources or things that may help you, I will definitely post them on D2L and let you know about those. But like I said, for right now, for this week, just kind of get your bearings, get your reading journal taken care of, make sure that you're putting some time and energy into the readings for what we're going to accomplish next week, but also make sure that you're kind of feeling stable in your other classes. If you do have any questions or concerns, as always, please reach out to me. And again, I hope that everybody's doing as well as possible. So hang in there.